Every man is either trying to live up to his father's expectations or trying to live down his father's sins. Once we're born on this giant blue planet, we're first met with a couple of people who show us love, care, and the beauty of the world. You then grow a little and are met with others who look like you. They teach you cooperation, compassion, and the bright side of a balanced life. All of this for free. But what if that doesn't happen? What if instead of love and care, you're met with a subtle price tag for being accepted? Things that aren't so blatant at a glance, but under careful retrospective analysis give hints of narcissism, indifference, and the harsh truth that you're not special. And this is not your typical everybody's traumatized and mentally illiberal bullshit. These are two extreme extrapolations that embody two facets of this general course of life. If you take a look at a random list of 10 successful people, there is a really high chance that all of them simply maximize just a single area of life and fundamentally lack in most other areas of their lives. They may be like super fit and chronically depressed. They may have like a lot of money and be incurably suicidal. They may even be like crazy famous and seemingly loved by everybody, but behind the scenes, they're in constant legal battles with their own families. I'm not saying that only the successful have these problems, but it does seem that it is more accentuated for them than it is for the average Joe. Why is that? Why or what makes a person devote the bulk of their lives to chase something so fleeting like wealth and fame? You know, aside from physical needs, humans all have psychological and emotional needs. I'm stating the obvious, of course, but if at a young age one does not successfully integrate their emotional side with the proper tools like the unconditional love of family or being accepted for who you are, you tend to find other ways of filling the hole. And although nothing can actually replace the original, that doesn't stop people from trying. The early stages of a child's development are really important. The things learned at this age can be almost impossible to ever shake off. If you can teach and embed low self-esteem in a child, believe me, this will be a hair short of impossible to ever get rid of. And as the person grows, because they lack internal validation, they start to look for it outside. They don't have self-love because subconsciously they believe that they don't deserve it. I have to find a way to deserve love. I have to earn love. Or even in some cases, I have to buy love. In the quest for acceptance, they tend to work a lot on their outside appearance. I have to be good looking. I have to be attractive, financially stable, and better than everybody else. Let's look at an obvious example like Elon Musk. This guy was bullied, put down, beaten, berated unfairly as a kid. He grows up a nerd, not so attractive, and he was the type of guy you just walk all over and just look down on. Do you really think a guy like this would be looking forward to having a fulfilling relationship with friends and family? Fuck no. If the world doesn't want me, I will become so successful that the world will have to bend to my will. I will not look for any deep emotional connections because people can't be trusted. And I have to be in control, always. This intrinsic attitude might sound a little extreme, but you would not believe the sheer number of people who have subconsciously engraved without knowing. But how does that translate into life success? Well, success is quite relative, and it's not so easy to say if maximizing just one area is actually success. But if you take a look at successful individuals, you'll notice trends of control freaks, obsessed individuals, and one-dimensional ogres. People who can't stand sitting around doing nothing all day. They're always in a dark room somewhere listening to a podcast or working day and night. But that's basically all they can do because, in a way, they're trying to win a war they already lost, even before it started. The secret to success in current times is less attachment to people and more attachment to work. And people who start out having issues starting and maintaining relationships usually have only one thing left: get attention, get validation from people through your work. Now, don't expect me to have a morality perspective on this. Without one-dimensional, super obsessed people, the world would be far different from what it is today. Technology would not be as good, music, art, philosophy would not have been as good as it is today. Fuck. Technology would not be as good, music, art, philosophy would not have been as good as it is today. Either you choose to have a balanced life across areas or set yourself apart for one single mission. The choice is still yours. Happiness will never be with you all the time. No matter how much money you have, how famous you are, how much your family loves you, or how many deep connections you have. The truth is, sometimes you're happy and sometimes you're not. Period. And that goes for everybody. So let's not judge the choices made by those around us. They have their own reasons. And just like you, everyone is fighting their own demons. Like and subscribe.